The Jester Radio Podcast.
Yo guys, Jester Radio, episode 43 I believe. Jordi bro, thank you so much for coming on.
What's happening? Thanks for having me.
Bro, lockdown level 1, finally bro.
Yeah, no, obviously it's been hectic. Especially
not that it means much actually. Well, for you, I don't know if it does.
Yeah, look, obviously it's been hectic for most people. Obviously
Yeah.
I'm studying insurance, I'm a financial advisor, so I see the side effects, people's incomes, they cancel policies, investments, things like that. But obviously for me, in terms of level 4, I was operating.
Yeah, because you
making a plan.
finance, so finance
Yeah.
open at level 4.
Yeah, so I mean, I think people are more excited in terms of the curfew ending
Yeah.
at 12.
Now
and
you
not
can
10.
you can buy alcohol on a Friday.
Yeah, so people are more excited for other things, not
Yeah.
important things. It just shows you how the majority actually thinks, if you think about it.
Yeah, it's an issue. People are excited about drinking, they're not excited about the economy opening.
Yeah.
Obviously there's a vast majority
Yeah.
that are.
And international travel and stuff's
That's
open.
good.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Because the tourism, we need it.
Yeah, we do
So,
need it.
Yeah.
Bro, you are, as you say, a financial advisor, and you are also, you're an online coach, or but you coach people in person.
Yeah, so basically, I'm actually a financial advisor. I've been doing it since I was 19. I'm 25 now, so 5-6 years. And then I've always been in fitness. I did calisthenics, street workout. I competed in that. And I've always wanted to get into training, helping people. Since school, I've given people programs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then with lockdown, the COVID-19, for me, it benefited me because I obviously started posting my workouts. I'm in level 5, workout every day. And then from there, I just picked it up and started training people. So I do online, I train in person, I have people I'm training in the UK. So I'm just literally taking it day by day and then taking it from there. I don't have really big expectations on it, to be honest. So,
Well, bro, I seen your stories. You got a lot of people actually
it's good,
coming.
it's
Is
good.
that at your house?
So it's actually at my office. It's my
Okay.
office. So I have my offices there, and
Yeah.
I build pull-up bars as well. We have a pool, so Oaks come on a Saturday, run Saturday sessions. I have like about 15 to 20 people on a Saturday.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's quite lekker.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoons, I train people as well. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's quite busy. It's getting busy and busy. I have obviously a goal and a vision, but I just know with anything else, obviously you have to get the first client.
Yeah.
To get 1,000 people, you have to get one person,
Of
2
course.
people, 3 people. So I understand the process and enjoying the process. I don't have any expectations immediately. I just have like a weekly and daily schedule that I try and stick to, like a posting schedule as well on Instagram. And
Well, I
just
mean,
take
you
it
did
from
that.
there.
You did one every day during like level 5. You did a workout every single day.
I did a bodyweight workout every single day because I just felt like when everyone went into this level 5 lockdown, I think everyone was panicking in terms of gym.
Yeah.
And I've had a very bad shoulder injury, which I'll touch on later. But when it comes to training and stuff, people think you have to do weights and everything to be lean, to pick up muscle. And I feel like in Joburg, in Gauteng, maybe in South Africa, I am one of the bodyweight guys.
Yeah.
So I just felt like I had an intuition just to be like, let me post a bodyweight workout every single day, just so people can try and keep active. And then I just did that in level 5, and then from there I just manifested.
Yeah.
Should I say?
You actually you competed at Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah, I competed in 2017 at the.
It was not 2016.
No, I competed 2016 and 2017
Okay.
in the street workout section. 2016 I came 6th. That was my first competition, and then 2017
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to win.
That's
so
cool.
that was quite.
I remember. I think that's actually the first time it was like downstairs type of thing.
Yeah, it was actually quite lekker because
Yeah.
it was at the bottom.
the
and
first time I saw you there. I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Lekker, yeah. It was quite lekker because having it from 2016 and 2017, it was at the bottom, so people could stand at like a food section and look at the top.
Okay.
Because I think it's quite when you're watching and you see someone do like a 360, you see someone do something mental with their body.
Crazy.
Like it's quite
Yeah.
captivating. So,
How would you define calisthenics?
So calisthenics is obviously body weight training, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, muscle-ups, air squats,
Yeah.
things like that, all your functional training. And then street workout is what I competed in. So you do calisthenics to develop strength for street workout, and street workout comes into when you're doing like planches, front levers, 360s, all acrobatics. It's more like you put moves together and you compete against other guys. So street workout is more like if you had to take gymnastics and street gymnastics, dancing and training, and you put it in one, and then you get street workout.
So when you were growing up, what type of training were you doing? Because you went to Cares, eh?
Yeah.
So like gym was a big culture there.
Yeah,
in
so I
Cares.
come from a very like fit family. My brother plays soccer. My little brother's trying to go pro in golf. I have a little sister who does gymnastics. My mom was a SA 400 meter hurdler. My dad was a SA cyclist. So since I was young, I was always around training, fitness. Like, I mean, when I was a kid, my dad was like cycling all the time. So obviously I went to KEPS. I was very fortunate to go to a good school and sports big there. And when I was in primary school, literally my brother and I, we did everything. Swam, ran, soccer, cricket, everything that we did. Very active. Got to high school, obviously how should I say it? You specialize in something. Then in high school I did athletics and hockey, and then played hockey in varsity. And then obviously I started with calisthenics and street workout. So. Yeah.
And did you ever because now you're sponsored by Gold's Gym.
Yes.
Obviously, you do a lot of your calisthenics at the gym there. Is there a facility available for you to be able to do it?
Yeah, there is. The gym is quite lacquer. They've got a very lacquer rig at Gold's Gym. They've got a lacquer setup.
Is it better than Virgin? That rig there they've got is difficult, to do most of the stuff.
Yeah, you know what the thing is with all the gyms, when it comes to setting up a calisthenics rig, people try to overcomplicate it. They think that we need to add this, add that, have another bar, add all this fancy stuff, and literally all you need for street workout, if you've seen at my house that I built at my mom's house, I just have a pull-up bar and dip bars, and then from there you can do plenty. If there's too much, you're actually more limited, because you can't swing, you can't muscle up. And when you're learning, when it comes to calisthenics and street workout, it also comes into because I also did a lot of weight training and things like that before I made the transition into body weight only, which is a difficult step for most people to make, because they think that you're going to get small, you're not going to be lean, and that's the first problem. And when you start learning the skill, because it's a skill at the end of the day, you also have to get over a fear factor and a pain versus pleasure aspect when you're training. So when you're learning new things at the gym, at Virgin Active and things like that, the setup's not the best, and now people are scared to try things because there's a lot of external things around you, and it affects your mind.
The big framework,
yes,
and everything,
the big
you can
framework,
bump yourself.
yes. So, and also the grip isn't too lacquer, but it's not too bad. I know Virgin Active Bedford was quite lacquer when I trained there because of our outside area, but Gold's Gym has a very, very lacquer setup. Yeah.
So now, how often are there these kind of competitions?
So basically, what actually happens in terms of the competitions is you have so you have to compete at a national competition. So ours is the Street Workout World Cup in South Africa. There's one in Mauritius, there's in France, there's all over the show. It's normally about March, April, May. You win that one, and then obviously you qualify to go to the Super World Cup, which is hosted depending on the country, on the year. So when I won, I was meant to go to Guadalupe.
Is that when you won at Arnold?
Yes, in 2017. So I was meant to go in December, and then so basically happens the competitions. You have your nationals, then you have the World Cup. Nationals, you get judged on 3 aspects: statics, dynamics, and combos. And then at the World Cup, when you actually go overseas, they judge you on statics, dynamics, combos, and your style. So there's 4 judges. So it's actually quite complicated when you're actually competing. So if you're just watching and you see someone do a 360, you're like, yo, that's so power. And then you see someone do like holding themselves in the front lever, and if you a spectator, you'll think, oh, the 360 looks way harder, but then another move's more difficult. So that's also an aspect to it. So yeah, it is quite big. It's very big overseas. It is growing in South Africa, but the problem is it's very hard. It's hard.
What's that guy? His name's Frank
Madrano.
Yeah, so that's so he's probably on social media one of the biggest there.
Yeah, look, I would say Frank Madrano, he's like a goat. He is one of the strongest in the world, I'd say. But like, I know when I was at my peak, I'd probably say I was almost maybe stronger than him, doing harder things than him. There's other athletes that do harder things than him. I know other athletes that if they had to compete against him, he would get a harding. But in terms of, like, if you had to compare Maradona to Messi, Messi's obviously smashes Maradona, but Maradona's still the GOAT. You don't get Messi without Maradona, or like Ronaldinho vibes. So that's in terms of, he brought it out to the sport. But before Frank Madrano, there's a black guy from America. His name's called Hannibal for King. If you look at that irk's the real OG when it comes to it. He's like a Michael Jordan.
Did you watch YouTube videos starting out and seeing his own?
I used to watch plenty of YouTube videos, because I actually got into it because I didn't want to actually. I always wanted to be lean and be ripped and be one of those guys, but I didn't want to be one of those guys if people saw me and they'd be like, oh, look at that. It's just a gym bunny. It's a juice head kind of vibe.
I understand.
So I wanted to always be power. So if someone saw me, I'd want them to rather
Is
say,
he a soccer player? Is he a
yes,
sportsman?
is he an athlete, or,
Yeah.
almost get a reputation where people say, yes, have you seen what that can do?
Yeah.
He can
Yes.
do this on the bar.
Yeah.
So it's starting to slowly get there. You know, I had a very, very bad injury, which has taken me a while to get fixed up with.
What happened?
So 6 weeks before I was meant to go compete in that Guadalupe competition in Arnold, I tore my rotator cuff and tore my whole left side of my shoulder.
Sure.
And it only started coming right now in, March 2020.
What were you obviously training when it happened?
Yeah, I was doing crazy stuff, a lot of ballistic work, a lot of dynamics. So a lot of the stuff I didn't record and stuff because the competition was quite fierce in South Africa and I didn't want Oaks to see what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I was training and then it's like if you kick a soccer ball, if you do a 360 on a pull-up bar, it's like kicking a soccer ball, hitting a golf ball. You have to relax and it's all about timing and obviously explosive power. But sometimes you don't hit a golf ball lacquer. Sometimes you don't strike a soccer ball lacquer. And then it's the same with this stuff. So sometimes if you don't land a move, you can... the margin for error is big, kind of.
No, 100%.
So,
I mean, it's literally gravity and your body weight pulling you down on the bar.
Yeah, it is.
And, bro, I was going to ask you a question. I've gone completely blank. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, how do you have a routine? Like when you're at a competition, do you have a set routine? And
Yes, yeah. So basically what happens is, when you compete, you actually, so there's 3 rounds. So you go, I think when I competed in 2017, there's like 30 guys. You prepare a routine for 3 minutes. So basically you have to do statics, dynamics, and that's a combo style. So you go for 3 minutes, you go on the parallel bars, go on the pull-up bar, do whatever you want to do. Then after that, they choose a top 10. Top 10, 1 versus 10, 2 versus 9 kind of thing. Then you both go for 1 minute and 30 seconds twice. So you essentially battle each other. So if you and me, you choose your song and everything, then I go for 1 minute 30, you go for 1 minute 30, I go for 1 minute 30, you go for 1 minute 30.
Sure.
Then they choose.
Yeah.
Then they choose a top 5, and the top 5 you do 4 rounds of 45 seconds. So one goes like that in that order, and you're literally all battling each other. So it's like it's like a sick vibe.
Yeah.
So basically you prepare. So when I competed, I had a round 1 routine, round 2 routine, round 3, sorry.
And
routine.
would you do more difficult things as
you do.
once you progress through the rounds?
You do. And also depends who you get. Sometimes you can battle someone who's on the same level and you might have to bring out a bigger move.
Yeah.
So it is. So you do have to do different moves, and it all depends. Like certain things, like if you change your hand movements or you go into a cross and then you swing and go into a 360 or certain moves. I'm not going to get into too much detail right now. It's a lot of explaining. But when they're judging, the judges look at things like that. So like I said, if you're a spectator, it just looks lacquer. But when you're competing, there's certain things that you can say, okay, that looks the better athlete kind of vibe. So it's very intense. And, I mean, if you hang on a pull-up bar for 45 seconds, that's long. So when you're in that final, you have to condition your body. Your hands have to get conditioned. I mean, when I used to train, like literally your hands...
Your calluses, you got calluses on top of calluses.
No, literally. Like if you see, I posted a video of one of my clients I'm training. His name's Brad. I posted a video of
Brad Hagarth.
Yes, yeah. He's done a shrimp flip in the 360. He's doing some really mad moves. So when you're swinging on the bar, also, your hand, if the skin obviously gets left behind and your hand's moving, and then that's how your hand rips.
Yeah.
And you just have to condition your hands.
Yeah, well, it's like boxes,
It's like anything.
In your knuckles, the more you box, the more
I see
your
you boxing as well. So
I was doing a little bit of boxing.
like
It was only once a week though, so it was just try to change things up and try to change.
Fit that, eh?
It does. It's hectic. In terms of fitness, like how many calories? Like how do you do a training session? How do you structure a training session? Because obviously people that know gym, they go to gym 45 minutes to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But with you, it's just body weight, and how do you structure it?
So it depends. So obviously I'm not competing anymore. I haven't been in a competing mind frame since 2017. September 2017 I got injured. So now I know in terms of being in shape, it's very different training. So basically I kind of structured where I do push, pull, legs, push. It all depends. Like I can do endurance training. So when you're on the bar and you get stronger. So when I train people as with my clients, obviously you're getting stronger. So the stronger you get with street workout, the more you can do. So I think myself, I don't calculate how many calories I burn. I don't watch what I eat. I literally eat whatever.
Oh, so you eat whatever? Because I'm gonna say you shredded, bro. So
yeah, literally, I eat whatever.
Would you say that's also partly genetics, or it's
I would
just
say,
because you're expending?
definitely. I'm very blessed to have good genetics. But like I said, in terms of also I read a lot of books and things. So when I was at development stage, I just saw my mom and dad training. So at that development stage, you know, it was very beneficial to me, and that's where I can say genetics comes into play.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you like take a Floyd Mayweather or Tiger Woods, I'm not going to definitely compare myself to those like at all, but I mean, Tiger Woods was watching golf since the oak was 6 months old, and then that's what happens. So anything that you do over time, obviously it'll benefit you. And I think also I'm sure you can agree with me, because you also do programs and things for people. People think that you're going to train hard for 3 months, and they're going to have some power physique.
People want it after a week.
Yeah. So it takes time. So in terms of my training, it also depends. I never train the same. I do a lot of pull-ups, a lot of push-ups. It depends. Like I add weights. I listen to my body, because sometimes I overtrain. I take my dogs for runs. I skip a lot. I do boxing as well. So I just enjoy fitness. I just want to be like in terms of my training at the moment. If someone says, come, let's go for a 5k run, let's see if you can run. I say, no problem, let's run.
100%.
I want to skip. I want to, like, I just enjoy training and being
versatile.
Fit. Like I think, you know, my injury was so bad. There was a stage from last year I actually saw a doctor, and he said to me, I'll never be able to do what I'm doing now.
Sure.
So I never trained from September, October, November, December, January, February, up in February this year. I had to take 6 months off, and I just trained legs flat out and did core, because I was like, I can't not.